Well, let's turn now to a company that markets colorful paint for guns. And that company is now taking shots at New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg's tough talk on gun control. Bloomberg has strongly criticized painted guns, saying they can easily be confused as toys. But now this company is firing back and using Bloomberg's name to help market their product. Here's ABC's David Muir.
The Wisconsin company is targeting New York's mayor after Michael Bloomberg outlawed the sale of gun paint in New York City. Bloomberg has long argued painting guns simply to customize them makes them look like toys.
Here are two guns. Which one is fake?
Lauer Custom Weaponry sells paint for guns and has come out with a new line called the Bloomberg Collection. From red for Manhattan to rose for the Bronx, City Hall is infuriated.
Quite frankly, we're disgusted. When you think about this, the real risk is that an innocent victim could be killed or a police officer could be killed.
What do you make of these colors?
Toys. That's what I make of them.
At this firing range in New York, the owner said he wouldn't sell the paints even if he could.
If somebody pulls this gun out, points it at a cop, if he's going to stop for a piece of a second to decide whether it's real or not, he's going to get shot.
Students at the firing range were puzzled by the idea, asking why paint a gun in the first place and why put law enforcement at risk.
They can't differentiate between that and the real painted guns.
But this isn't the first time gun advocates have gone after New York's mayor. Last year, there was this gun raffle in Virginia.
We have a winner!
It came after New York City sued Virginia, arguing illegal guns from that state were making their way back to New York streets. But this latest salvo, Bloomberg paint, has the mayor seeing red. For Good Morning America, David Muir, ABC News, New York.
And joining us now from Minneapolis, Amy Lauer, operations manager for the Lauer Weaponry Company. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I see you've got the Bloomberg line there in front of you. I want to show another one. You offer about 125 colors, including Barney Purple. Was there a demand for guns the color of cartoon characters?
Yes, actually, there is. We've had lots of people contact us wanting to match colors to any number of things, and one of them was Barney Purple. We had a request by a customer to make that color so he could get his daughter into the shooting sports, and she requested her gun to match Barney. So we made that color for him. And that's what we've done with most of our colors, have been requested by law enforcement, military, for specific purposes, and most of them have been for safety purposes.
But the stencil, understood, but the stencil of the mayor's face on the side of the barrel is obviously a slap and a nice publicity ploy for you.
Well, yeah, it definitely is publicity, and we decided to put that on just our display guns. We don't sell that or anything, just our display models. We're just using his caricature as a publicity stunt, basically.
Okay. That's good that you admit that. Well, let me talk to you about the cops we talked to. We got a statement from the head of the New York City Policemen's Union who talks about the fact that this is more dangerous than making toy guns look real. And I just hung up with Phil Klein, former superintendent of Chicago PD, and he points out the fact that gangs in the big cities now use kids. And the confusion is obvious, that the potential for confusion is obvious if a cop has to make a split-second decision. If the police chiefs from the major cities asked you to pull these colors, would you?
We would not. We have these, I believe that any gun, any color, I don't think the majority of police officers would question it. I think they're trained to know that if they're in a threatening position that they're supposed to protect themselves, and I don't think a color of a gun will make any difference to most officers.
Really? I mean, if you see a gun that's the color of a plastic sport gun, that would give you pause for a moment. That doesn't make sense to you?
No, I think that there's so many guns or toys out there now that look so real that there's if you point a gun at a police officer, you have to assume you're going to get shot. And parents just need to train their children
but it goes the other way. If you point a gun at a police officer with the intention of killing the police officer, and your gun is the color of the one in front of you, you have an advantage, don't you?
I don't think so. I think that most police officers are knowledgeable enough to know that guns can come in any color. Pink, blue, green, black. It doesn't make a difference, and I think most police officers are well aware of that.
Okay, Amy Lauer, thanks for your time this morning.
You're welcome.